Bro, did anyone get the same feels as me when I watched this episode? When I watched this episode of Assassin's Pride, it felt like a reenactment of Romeo and Juliet. But I'll save that for later. But to start off this episode, we basically get into the dance. She's trying to wear her dress and all that stuff, and she asks him, "Would you take me to the dance?" But he was on business. And the thing about Kufa, he's close. He doesn't like to talk about himself. Since if you're an assassin, you gotta be secretive about yourself. You gotta have a private life. You can't have your public identity be known. So that's why he's always been by himself. He's always been by himself, even as a child. I mean, his mother was gone. He barely survived by himself alone. And yet, the other side of the house, we see Ellie. Shout out to Last of Us, but Ellie, she's someone who also has a tragic story. Because when you're strong, I mean, strength does mean a lot. However, when you're that strong and so many people have expectation of you, you're not allowed to have a free life, some freedom, some privacy at the bare minimum. But no, this arrogant maid, the maid was more strict than the actual teacher herself. The maid was telling it that, like, no, you need to beat the crap out of Melida to show that you are the true successor of the family. And Ellie's not about that. She just want to hang out with Melida and be friends with her, like how they was back in the day when they were little kids. And so, being a kid, she had a dream that she could wear that dress along with all the other classes. But when the maid saw the dress, she was like, "What is this rubbish trash? This is some peasant, low-level dress. We need to have the best dress possible." And so when Ellie showed up to the dance, everybody's really angry at her because, so you think you're better than us, huh? Why you trying to show your noble class to us? You trying to show that you're better than all of us? Who are you to think that you are better than us? And Ellie thinking like, no, I'm not trying to be like that. My maid forced this on me. And it's really saddening. She just run away. She had this dream of being with these kids, but yet it just wasn't in her favor, unfortunately. And being the OG that he is, Melida tries to comfort her, but they get ambushed. So what happens? They get ambushed. They get placed in the most creepiest museum I've ever seen, right next to some historical dinosaurs. And we see the same guy that was in the beginning of episode 1, this half man, half beast thing. He low-key reminds me of a combination of Jason and the Mummy at the same time. So while he was watching the tournament, her grandfather, Melida's grandfather was watching the tournament. He ordered him to change Melida's class because she knows that Melida's class is not a paladin, it's a samurai. So she tries to take out Melida's mana and replace it with Ellie's mana, so she could be a true paladin, so she could have the upper hand in the family, be worth something in her life. Even though she already has mana, but yeah, she still has a lot to prove to her grandfather, who still considered her nothing at the very least. And they were terrified. Well, mostly Ellie, because Ellie been scared of those enemies ever since she was a little kid. So it's up to Melida, to reversal, to step up and fight and to protect Ellie. So they managed to escape from the monsters, and they about to get out. They're about to escape the building, but no, this guy surrounds them basically with a group of armies, and she's about to kill Ellie, but protagonist couldn't. Kufa and Prickett shows up and destroyed these people. They had the best combos I've ever seen. Like they do not like each other, but yeah, they had the symmetry on point. Like especially with Prickett, like she was amazing, showing how she could like summon her powers in the form of a phoenix. And Kufa being Kufa with his overpowered ability with his sword, being the samurai that he is. And while the one guy run away, Cooper was so cocky that he says, I'm gonna take him by myself. You tend to the ladies. I'll fight this man one on one. And he confronted him. Then he revealed that he was ordered by Melida's grandfather to take the hit on Ellie and transfer her mana to Melida, because Kufa was originally supposed to kill Melida, but she took him as his pupil. Then out of nowhere, this guy literally puts the water on the grass to grow like we did as a kid, and oh, this thing just grew to a big Shamra who basically says he has the maxed out abilities that no human, regular human, can defeat. So we're just wondering, well, if how Koopa to defeat them. Koopa didn't do that. He didn't do that good. My guy lost an arm, so I was wondering if is he going to actually lose a lot here? Are we going to lose? He's going to lose a lot for protecting Melida. The stake could be so high, while also finding the other guy. So it's basically a 2-on-1 over here. And Koopa trying to think, how am I supposed to get out of this situation? Even though he really didn't need to, because he had a trick up his sleeve. He just didn't want to. He just used that at the last minute because these fools were not that good. So we think Koopa's dead, but at the last minute, he literally overpowers him to the point he actually blows up, and the blood just splatters everywhere, and his hair, and I was like, oh snap, his hair started changing white. I hear the vampire music. I was like, okay, this makes sense. His last name is literally Vampire. That is so stupid that I didn't get that. And he could literally regenerate. He took his arm that was on the ground and put it up, and it healed it did itself back up to his hand or shoulder, whatever. Either way, he proved to be an incredible threat. They were saying that vampires are the most strongest types of beasts, and they're just wondering why, if you're a half human, half vampire, what is the purpose of you teaching Melida when you're way beyond her? And Kufa's saying that Melida is the one to reform this place, because if you can come from being nothing to becoming something that everybody actually hopes to be their savior, that's to boost the morale of the country, never mind the whole world at that. And that's why it's so important for her to succeed and not for Kufa. Kufa, not that many people out there care if Kufa's survivor, because he's an assassin. Melida, since she's royalty, she could boost up, she could go against the odds. The one thing I did find weird about the episode, I mean, it was a great episode. However, it felt like it was cutting out certain places. Right after he basically defeated the guy and told the guy to say this to Melida's grandfather. He basically told him to lie that she does have a power of paladin, and she is improving. And right after that happened, they immediately skipped right to the dance. And I just found it a little weird. She hardly wearing her dress, and I feel like there was a scene missing. But that final part of the episode, bro, I was like, bro, that's my guy. Cooper's my guy. Melida's saying, oh, I want to be with you. Even though I'm a little late, I'm going to be an alpha and show you what I really am when I grow up, when I mature with, these curves and all. And Cooper basically straight up said, look, listen. I don't care how you grow up. All I know is I love you for who you are. You're my pupil. That's all there is to it. I will be there for you. You're my woman. Grab that girl, 12-year-old. Kufa ain't trying to be. He loves Melida, but he ain't trying to be a pedophile. So basically, they just start dancing, and I thought that was a great end to the episode. This anime is starting to be really interesting. The development, the action isn't spectacularly amazing, but the development though, that's what they're trying to go with. They're not trying to focus on the action. They're trying to focus on the development of these characters, how these characters will interact with with one another. Especially, I'm excited to see how Melida's relationship with Kufa will progress. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is how all anime go. Melida is gonna fall in love with Kufa, and Kufa doesn't always have those feelings, but it's gonna be deep down inside, and then he's gonna realize it at the last moment. That's what always happens in these kinds of anime. But otherwise, though, it was a great episode. I'm done for the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want more content. And as always, I'll see you later.